All right, let's talk today about your number one asset. And your number one asset is not your house, it's not your car, it's not your, you know, your investment. It's not even your savings. It's not even what you're, you know, have in terms of like possessions. The latest gadgets, phones, watches, computers, and stuff. None of this stuff really matters. Neither, it matters where you've been on holiday and stuff. None of these things really matters. You have to be clear in your mind that if time is your most precious asset, that you'll never get it back. So this means that the hour that you're gonna exchange, choose to exchange today, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours today, it better be worth more for you than actually the time that you'll never get back. And when we say worth more, I don't mean worth more in terms of like what you're gonna get in terms of like money. It's better be worth something towards your legacy, towards like it's worth leaving behind, you. If tomorrow you are not any longer here, worth leaving behind. These things here, it's like it's not gonna be worth anything. In fact, think about any currency. Look back like 20 years ago, it's a different set of knots. It's not the same type of knots even. You cannot even use them. You hide them somewhere, you cannot even use them. Only you can use if you have a real currency like gold and silver, diamonds, like something that is like it doesn't age. But currency, any currency, it's like not good. Not a good place to exchange your time, efforts, and energy for a currency, unless once you exchange it, it's basically big enough stake for you to say, okay, now I need to convert it straight away into a currency that is not gonna, age. It's just gonna be as good as it was like 100 years ago, 200 years ago, 300 years ago, 500. In fact, it will rise in value. This is not possible with the fiat currency. This is only possible with the real money that can become more valuable because of the inflation. Everything else with the inflation, the currency that you use is just gonna get devalued and you're gonna have less and less purchasing power. So therefore, it's important to know, okay, what are my options? And you don't have that many options. You can be operator working for someone else and allowing someone else to take piece of your time. First of all, the government is going to take a big piece, because if they're going to take a 30% tax on you, this is 1/3 of your time going to the government. Then if your boss is going to take another 1/3, it's another 1/3 that is disappeared. So this is already like 60% gone. And if you're going to give, because you should, even without even thinking about this, another 1/3 to the inflation, which is at least 30% wherever you are in the world. At least 30%. If you look at the prices that you're paying for your groceries, for your fuel, for your basic necessities, at least 30%. So this is already 90%. This is why people work, and they cannot stop working, because their currency has no value. It gets devalued all the time. So whatever you use, you need to use more. You need to use more. You need to use more. You need to use more, because it becomes more expensive. Why is it becoming more expensive? Because they're printing in the print press, like out of thin air, like trillions of this. Trillions. And you need to work like how much for hour? Just think about this. 10 pounds per hour, 15 pounds per hour, 20 pounds per hour. That's it. This is what you're exchanging. All your time, health, efforts, energy, knowledge, experience for a minimum pay. And you'll never get back. You'll never get back. So if you want to win the game of money, you need to figure out how to win the game of time. How you can produce more per hour, not less, not minimum, but how you can produce more per hour. And think of, okay, what is a weekly wage? How I can earn the weekly wage on a daily basis. How you can, or on an hourly, for 1 hour, how you can earn your weekly. Or your monthly, how you can earn in a day your monthly. And can you do this? Absolutely. Absolutely. But you need to know what you're doing, and you need to be good at what you're doing. Now, nobody becomes good from day one. But if you say, okay, I'm very clear now what I need to be doing. So I'm not wasting my time for $10 an hour. So I'll spend my day for this much. And my day is gone. And I don't have this day anymore. And if now it's like end of March, how many of this you have given away? How many of this? And how much you have from what you have given away? How much you have? Nothing? Because everything that you have exchanged, your time, efforts, energy, and health, went into paying the bills. And if you continue to do this, you'll continue to pay the bills and make someone else wealthy, but not yourself. So stop and start thinking how you can divert the direction of where you're going and how you can put the time working for you and for your legacy. Not for someone else, not for someone else's freedom, not for someone else's legacy, not for someone else's passive recurring income, but for you. And if this interests you, if you want to know how you can do this in the smartest possible way, feel free to shoot me a message and let me show you how you can start banking, what most people are not banking, and they're wasting their time, they're wasting their energy, they're wasting their freedom for what? Nothing. And you deserve better, my friend. Have an amazing day and look forward to hear from you.